to this week's stream. My name is Aurélien and we will be working on Fedora infrastructure applications. I don't know which one, but we'll choose. Hello everyone. Hey Jeffisco, hello Max, how are you doing? Nice to see you here. All right. So let me look at what we have today. I'll share my screen. There you go. Okay, so this page, Easy Fixes. It's the page that lists all the tickets that have either easy fix or good first issue or whatever the project's registered with. So it gathers all those tickets. It can be on GitHub or in Pagure, and lists them for us to pick from. So Adamek says, I'm usually too busy at work to watch, but I have the day off today, so I'm excited to be here. Yeah, cool. Nice to see you here then. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm here to answer questions. Otherwise, you might just as well watch the video, right? So, okay. So first thing first, tea. Okay. Still too hot. Anyway, yeah, tea time, absolutely. We are reaching the part of the year where we have all the excuses we want to drink a lot of tea, even though we don't really need excuses the rest of the time. So I guess it's just another useless excuse to add on top of the others. I'm basically a tea maniac. Okay, so what do we have today? It's been a while since I looked at that. Yes, not last week because there was a national holiday in France, but the week before that, we worked on an FMN issue about messages, emails not being sent out, not having the right headers when being sent out by FMN. I thought that adding the date header would be sufficient to fix the issue, but I was actually wrong. The received headers are actually necessary in this sort of situation because the RFC says that we need to add the received header, of course, when you're an email gateway, but okay, let me explain that. What you can read that in the ticket, by the way, even though it's closed now, but you can still read it. There are two types of transfer software that is defined in the RFC. One is a mail relay, which takes SMTP on one end and relays it to some other place via SMTP as well. So that's the email relay. And there's, hey, this is Yash. And there's another one called the email gateway, which is something that transforms one protocol into SMTP. And both are required to have the received header. And I only thought of the first one, but actually where FMN is in the second case, it's transferring from, I guess, AMQP to SMTP, even though it's not really a direct transfer, but whatever. So I've amended my pull request, and I don't know if it's still up. Let me look at that. FMN. Blah, blah, blah. No, I merged it. Okay, I merged it already. Okay, so that's done. So I amended it during the week because I wanted to get that done and didn't want to wait for the next stream. So we can start something new today. So what do we have? This is assigned. Data grabber. Add a page to list all the topics. Okay. This is not a very high priority for me because it's not something that has been requested by a lot of people. I think only one, and yeah, it's a thing. It's something that doesn't exist yet. This one is in the same situation. The headers JSON grep argument isn't being used right now because it doesn't exist, but it hasn't been requested by anyone. It's me that actually thought that this part of the API was missing because we have it in the database, but we have no way to query it from the API. So I thought about this, adding this. But so it's not really a very high priority for me. Fast.json, taking the tests out of the main Python package. Okay, that's just moving files around and adjusting the test framework. Useful, but not urgent, clearly. Fedbadges, make the list of banned users configurable. All right, updated 2 months ago. Let's have a look at that. So, all right. Yep. Made some modifications. Could you create a draft? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, when you get around to doing that, Jeffisco, ping me and or because I suppose I'll get I probably get the notification. Oh, you did the draft pool. Okay. Yes, absolutely. So so cool. Okay. We can have a look. I'll run the workflow. So you get feedback on your code. I'll review that probably not during this stream unless you want to do it now, which works. But I can do that. Yeah, if that makes you nervous, I can totally do that at another time. Yeah, don't worry. I'll explain things, and if things are weird or if something needs work, I'll tell you. It's all right. As everybody in the world, I have started somewhere, so don't worry about that. Use StandCry for the changelog and convert it to Markdown. Yeah, that's another possibility. It's basically formatting stuff around. I could do that, but it's not very. It doesn't explain a lot about the project itself. Fed message that's dying. Use reuse for the license. Reuse is a piece of software made by the okay, you can do it on the stream. I don't care. Okay, cool. Whenever you have time. Well, we'll see. I'll see if I see something else. So reuse is a piece of software by the I think it's the FSF that checks that all the files have the proper licensing. Flask IDC, redirection to external URL. Yeah, let me explain that. So, you know, when you get Flask IDC is the library to do OpenID Connect or IDC in Flask applications, and yeah, that's a bit long. That's a bit too long. Okay, so basically there's a way to redirect the user when they get logged in to a place where to somewhere else. I'm not sure it's actually a very big problem. Let me look at that. So blah, okay, redirection to external URL, okay. Yeah, so when you get a callback, so yeah, when you get back from the IDP, the identity provider, you get something that has, yeah, it's not so clear that there's actually an attack surface here. It's not obvious to me that you can trick people into going to, can you actually trick them? I'm not sure you can actually, this is actually a problem, but I'm not sure you can actually exploit this. So yeah, I'm not going to go into this detail right now. Okay, this is assigned, yeah, okay, assigned, okay. Remember, this one is a little bit too big for the time that I have today, unfortunately. Okay, yeah. Tarrier, okay, batch build from that's a little bit too big as well. Stand crier, same thing. Sort them. Oh, okay. It has been updated recently. Really, has it? Yeah. 3 weeks ago, I asked if they're still interested in working on this, so I'm unassigning. No answer, unassigning. Okay. CSV submission of badge awardees. Okay, I think that's already in, but that's, yeah, okay. Terra API, yep, Town Crier, okay. Okay, okay. All right, I think that's all. So I'll have a look at this pull request. So I see that there are 6 commits here. Let's see what it says. Usually when there's 6 commits, I usually look at the commits one after the other if they look like they are focused on a specific issue. So first I'm gonna have a look at the number of files changed. Not the number, but the changed files. So they changed something in the default config file that I get installed in Vagrant, which is good. Skip users, okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, good. Okay. They removed it from rules, that is good. Config that, yeah, no. This thing here, so what are you going to do with that? Okay, so here, self.skipUsers is just a string, right? It's config.tuml, that's probably not what you want. If you want to have like self.skipUsers should be the list of users, not the string that points to the configuration file, right? So what you need to do instead is, let me write that down. Here, self.skipUsers is the file name config.tuml. We want it to be the actual list of usernames. Hey Salmon CYJ, how you doing? Nice. You can get that list by hello Linux Return, how you doing? So we're reviewing a ticket about moving the list of band usernames from the source code into the configuration file. Yeah. You can get that list by using, I guess, so how's it called? Config? I need more information here. Wait, where is it used? I think config is already what's in the consumer configuration, but I need to check that. Okay, let me look at the code. I'll do that on the web page so that you don't see a lot of switches between applications. Fedbadges, rules. Okay, it's used here. Okay, yeah. So self.config is the configuration that has email domain as a key. So if I go look at the default configuration, this one, fedbadges.tuml.example, that's the content of the consumer config dictionary, right? We have this consumer config dictionary passed as the config variable. So in there, you could use, since you've added skip users, did you add it in the right place? Yeah, you've added it after issuer email, but that's in consumer config.cache. Okay. Okay, let me write that down as well. Okay. This list should be before consumer config dot cache. Yes, dot cache in the configuration file. In order for it to end up in the main configuration directory, here it go in the cache subdirectory. Okay, I hope that's clear. If not, I can explain further. Okay. So you can remove this as a consequence. You can get the list using the self.config or get, I should say. So that list can be empty. How is it called? Yeah, skipped user. Was it called skipped? No, skip users. Skip user. So if you do that, it'll give you the self.config like the skip user value of in self.config, and if it doesn't exist, it'll give you an empty list, which is fine. Okay, and then there's another issue, a smaller issue. You've changed the configuration file that goes into the Vagrant environment. I thought I did put in the consumer config. Yeah, look, if you look at that, consumer config is here, but you might have missed that it changes the section here. See, there's consumer config.cache here, and all what's here in the cache. Oh, I was wrong, by the way. If you put it after issuer, yeah, it ends up in badge issuer. It doesn't end up in cache, it ends in badge issuer. Let me fix that. That's fine. It's not very visible in this sort of file that you're changing configuration. That's just okay. What else? Yes, there's you've changed the file that goes into the development environment, but there's actually a default, well, not a default, but an example configuration file that should be changed as well, and that is the fedbadges.toml.example. So requesting. Also change or add the section, the list to the fedbadges.toml.example file. Okay, there it is. Cool. And was there any change in the... Oh yes, also I forgot to mention, but it's better if you rebase, or like if you squash all those commits into one. I'm gonna add that as well. Also, please squash your commits in... Please squash your commits. So squashing the commits is the process that takes multiple commits and merge them all into one. You can do that with git rebase. So git rebase -i origin/develop. You can do something like this. I'm guessing that's the one. Do you have any experience? Yes, so I have used update alternatives a long while ago when I was using Debian, because it originated there. So I have a little bit experience in that, but I think it has changed a little bit in between. But yeah, I mean, ask your questions. So Jessica says, "Oh, I thought it was just a template example that just explained it." Yeah, it is an example, but I mean, examples need to be up to date as well. I was confused whether configuring was that. There isn't one. It's just there's just a default that is provided, and that's for users to adapt to their needs. I may need you to help me set it up for my package. I think there is something in the docs about that. I can remember there was something in the guidelines. Okay, try that. How to use example. You have an example in the app for the RPMs, etc., etc. All right. So yeah, if you want to merge or to squash those commits, what I would do is, so I'm gonna type that here, Jeffisco, something like git rebase -i, so it's interactive. Origin develop, which is probably the branch that you branched from, unless your origin is actually your fork, which, well, it's probably going to work anyway. And when you do that, you'll have to use, you'll have a list of your commits with the operation that you want to do on them on the left as the first column. It's just one letter. And you can use the S letter, so it squashes with the previous commit. You can try that. You'll see there's explanation in the file that is going to be open with the list of commits. Okay, or if there's an interface, if you're using a web interface or like a VS Code maybe, or a client to wrap Git, then I don't really know, but it's very probably available somewhere. I just don't know where. Okay. That is done. Should we look at some? Yes, there's something else that I can show you. Thanks for the review. yeah, no worries. I'm happy to explain things really. My point is that if I try to get people to know the projects better or to be better at contributing to those projects, then it's a win for the projects themselves. And so, of course, that's I'm happy to take the necessary time. Okay, yeah. I have upgraded my computer to Fedora 41 this morning. So what I'm going to do, I can show you that by maybe doing this. Yeah, hello everyone, this is the new background. Yeah. Let's see what we have. What's the new things that we have in the distribution? Oh, I'm guessing that Fedora Magazine must have something about it. Available. Oh, release announcement. It was there. It was just there. Okay. So DNF. Okay, I was already using DNF5 actually, so that's not a big change for me. What's new in Fedora? Oh yes, there's the upgrade path that I haven't finished really. What should I? Yeah, DNF upgrade. Yeah, that's. Oopsie, nope. Upgrading using DNF. Okay, perfect. Okay, I've did that. So I rebooted. Post upgrade, so it's optional. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. It's a little bit tedious, not really visible for users. So update group bootloader. Really? Okay. I suppose I can do that. No, that's not the one. That is the one. Oopsie. Hey. Okay. There is no /boot. Okay. That's the name of the partition. Very well. So I can do without the number. So for me, I suppose that's oh wait, that's I'm not sure I might be doing something wrong here. NMVE, okay. Ah, I see. So there's P1, P2, P3. So I guess we're talking about NMVE 0 and 1. It's not only the number that I'm going to leave out. Okay, let's do this. Let's try it. Oh, yup. Okay. Ah. Okay, well, if it's not exactly like like it says, I'm not gonna touch it. Clean up retired packages. Okay, let's try that. Oh, I probably already have it. Let's run it. Let's remove our retired packages. Did I sound out you use an @ now? I've had problems with removing repos with Adenf5. Okay. Till I found out you use an @ okay. Okay, you had problem removing repo with DNF5. It's different from DNF4. Instead of package chain, I thought it broke something on my end. Okay. Interesting. I haven't really checked that I thought it was all in yum. yum.repos.d. It's probably still there, no? I have a lot of them. I don't remember having so many. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna let that process. What else do they ask me to do, or do they recommend me to do? Ah, yeah. Okay, I can remove also the old ones, but I've probably done that last time. Duplicates. Okay, there was no retired package. Very well. Okay. So there is none. Good. List extra, of course, there's going to be a lot. That's for sure. Clean up old kernels. Yeah. No, not going to do that. Huh. I didn't know that was... Okay. Let me add that. I didn't know about this tool, but yeah, I can totally do that. Yes, please. And then it says sudo do this. Could not execute curl. Yeah, what's that? Blue jeans. Are we still using that? I mean, Red Hat used to use that at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna just remove the repo. Ah, yeah, of course. All right, that's one nice cleanup. Thank you. Symlinks. Do I have dangling symlinks? Ooh, yes. Lots. Tons of them. Should I remove all that? That's build IDs. That's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to remove them all. Oh, calf. Okay. Yeah. Please remove them. Goodbye. Update the rescue kernel. Okay. Ooh, that's new. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I'll do what they say. And do that, please. Hopefully that's not gonna break. Okay, what else is there afterwards? Rescue can be automated by installing Dracat config rescue package. Yeah. Automation for the win. I'm just gonna wait for that to end. Or not, because I'm lazy. Well, not lazy, but I'm impatient. Oh, it's already there. Okay, so I guess this must have been installed. This was probably up to date already. Okay, I don't need to do that. Yes, DNF distro sync. Yes, totally. What does it say? Yeah, it's still building. Let's keep doing that. Sudo DNF distro sync. Okay. Okay, let's get to what are the new things. So KDE 6.2, see what's new in Fedora KDE 41. Cool. Image mode. Okay, that's not what I'm using. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, doesn't seem like something gigantically new has appeared, but I mean, that's good. It's probably going to get us a stable release, which is always good. Okay. Drawing tablet configuration, nice. Color management upgrades, okay. Accessibility improvement, that's important. ARM-based devices, okay. Kinoite Mobile. Okay, power consumption. Let me have a look at the settings. Okay, do we have to have something about, oh, there's something about Thunderbolt. Okay, this is really bad. Anyway, so let me look at, I was going to look at something. Oh yeah, that was the power management. Power management. Well, système de gestion de l'énergie, of course. Green icon, yeah, thank you. What I am trying to get to is, do I have a way to limit how full the battery is going to be charged? Because a full battery is wearing it out. So I'd rather charge it up to like 60% and have the charging stop there, so that it doesn't damage the battery. I know this is possible to do in Windows. I wonder if it's possible to do it here. I haven't seen that recently. Yeah, that's not. Yep, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Do I have this? Advanced. Ah, there you go. No, wait. Ah, yes. Yes, exactly. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So I'm gonna put 60% here. That's excellent. Excellent. Well, yeah, let's put 70. 70 never goes up to above 70, and start changing it when it's back to, I don't know, 40, for example. So it's going to be alternating between 40 and 70. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, okay. I think that's much better for the battery. And if I need to use my battery, and I'm at 70%, then I suppose, yeah, I rarely need to have this to charge the battery up to 100%. I really use it on battery actually. So I think that's better. And if one day I need it, I'm gonna skip that and charge it up to 100. Okay. Cool. So there it was. Nice. Interesting. Okay. Well, it looks pretty uneventful. I mean, there's broader laptop camera support. Okay, good. Okay. Good. Very good. All right, do we have something that we want to fix in there? There's just small things here and there, like moving files around. Is there something in Mirror Manager? Yeah, this one is a little bit bigger. So I've made a lot of, I did a lot of work on, so gaming has been much better on 41KD, but not great on them. Oh really? Huh. Do you know why? Is it something about the window manager? Maybe, are you sure you're using GNOME with Wayland and not the X session? Because I know that KDE is using Wayland because it doesn't have the X session available. Maybe that's the reason. Not sure. Not sure really. Oh, you tried both. Okay. Let me try something else here. Okay. Yes. So, what is Wayland? That's a good question. So, a long time ago, as in 40 years ago, maybe something like this, in the 80s, the windowing system on Unix machine was called X11, and it was already well, anyway, it was called X11. Well, before that there was W, but I don't remember that far. And X11 evolved into Xorg, the Xorg project, which was basically managing the display of the display in Linux and Unix operating systems. But it's a very old and well, let's just say that it's an architecture that is now a little bit dated. It was invented when there was a lot more dumb terminals, like you would connect to a mainframe and run the applications on the mainframe, but display them on your local console. Things were working a little bit differently there. Well, now that you look at it with all the cloud thingy and everything running in a browser, it was actually not that different, but that's a different story. So it's very old piece of architecture and very old piece of code that has shown its age and has been showing its age for a long time, but it's also very complex and the display drivers depend on it. So it was very hard to change, but there's been another project that aims to replace Xorg called Wayland. So let's just say that it's a display server maybe. And it's been a very slow move to Wayland because nobody works on Xorg anymore. Basically, all the people who were working on Xorg are now working on Wayland. So it's really in maintenance mode, more or less. And Wayland has been picking up speed these past 10 years, maybe. I mean, we've been hearing from it for a long time already. And now it has good drivers and it's fast. It doesn't crash as it used to. It's better. It has better compatibility with existing applications. All the toolkits have been ported to, like the GTK and Qt toolkits have been ported to Wayland. So yeah, it works well now. But it took a while for it to become the default display server. On Wayland, with everything Valve, Glorious Eggroll, and crew have been doing, I get better performance than Windows and X11. Yeah, that's possible. It's a much newer piece of code, and so yeah, that's cool. Very cool. All right. Cool. I don't have a lot more today. I don't want to start something new now because it's already almost 4:30 here. So I don't want to start a new thing, but I'm happy to answer questions if you have any. Or I could start very small things like moving files around. That's always possible. Oh yeah, and there's this page that I've built recently. It's a very small page that is built, from the same data source as the easy fixes page, except instead of taking all the issues, all the tickets on those projects, it looks at their status, CI status badges, and and lists them. So I can see with one glance that I have those two projects here which tests are failing. I need to fix those, but it's not very urgent, but I should fix those. There's one here that's failing, and there's one here that's failing as well, and one here. I'm responsible for none of those, so but yeah, okay, cool. Okay. And the tests path. Oh yes, you might want to test to add a test for that also. Just go. That's going to be a little bit, maybe a little bit harder, but it's very useful. All right. Well, we looked at the new things. You ever write any Fedora docs? I'm going to start working on Cosmic Docs page. Yeah, I have written a little bit of docs in the Fedora docs. Those that are related to the development policies in Fedora infrastructure applications, but I haven't edited them in a while. I should update them, by the way. So I haven't really. Hopefully you'll find what you need in the docs of the docs. Okay, so okay, so that's what's new in Fedora KDE. Do we have something about what's new in Fedora? Oh, wait. Do we have something about what's new in Fedora GNOME? Because that's also interesting. KDE, okay, blah, 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 KDE, okay. Release announcements. Desktop the days. Fedora workstation. Yeah, that's interesting as well. GNOME 47. Accent colors. Ah, yeah, okay. Nice. Small screen support, that's good. New style dialog windows. Nice. Nice. IPU6, okay, that's the same thing. NVIDIA driver install support. My frame timing in GNOME was super high in CS2, 50 plus. Nice. VS 3 milliseconds in KDE. Okay. Yeah. That's weird. Did you check out if other people were having the same problem? So yeah, is more accessible than before. Cool. Mockutil. Okay, using the driver create key. Okay. Enroll the key. Okay. For docs page. Okay. Cool. PTYXS. Okay. Ah, yeah. I've used that one before. It's pretty cool. Okay. Default terminal app. Cool. Nice. Okay. No, because I had league match the other day and just went back to KDE. Yeah. You don't always have time to debug things and investigate. I understand that. What is it? League match? Do you play? Is it sport you play, or do you play something in particular? Counter-Strike. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're okay. You do league matches on Counter-Strike. Okay. Cool. Nice. CS Confederation. Okay. All right, I think I'm gonna stop there. It's gonna be a short stream today, but we got to doing important stuff and reviewing code, which is always very important, as important, if not more, as writing code in the first place. So that's good. That's the league you play in. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. All right, folks, I'm going to stop here. It was nice seeing you here and talking to you. And I hope you'll be able to tune in next week. And if so, please, shout out when you get in so I can greet you properly. And I'll see you next time. See you, folks. Have fun. Have a good week.